I had a Christmas dinner that I had to go to, and I was really hoping to get out of there at a reasonable hour so I could get back in front of my monitor and watch the first period. And I check my phone like 15 minutes after 9 and it's 4-0 already. I'm like, okay, well, that's probably a good one to miss. I watched the highlights, and like I said, it didn't seem like anything the goalies could have really done. It just seemed like the Oilers just took it to us, and then, like, was it just like complete domination that period? I mean, the shots were like 20-7 after the
The
periods, I think,
game
too.
is over with 5 minutes left in the first, like literally. Like
Yeah.
the fact that that game finished 6-2 is like that's honestly like give props to the Jets, which is crazy to say, but yeah, like it was not even close. Edmonton came out swinging. Jets were on their heels right from the get-go. I mean, can you blame Comrie for the first four? Not really, but I mean, again, it's probably a similar situation like I mentioned where maybe Hallebuck stops two of those, but yeah, just a brutal showing, especially, which is just weird after playing a good Buffalo game. But yeah, like I didn't turn it off. I watched the entirety of the game, but I was ready to turn it off literally halfway through the first. Like it wasn't even bad. And then I mean, like you'd think there's not much to unpack because it like the second and third period, Edmonton just completely took their foot off the gas and the Jets still like weren't even. I mean, towards the end of the game, Scheifele actually funny enough had a goal called back again. And then there was a really nice goal from the first line. Kepke scored again. I mean, it was similarly to the your post from Chris Paul cuts the lead down to 42 with the Heat. Just it was not close at all. And I think I think the telltale sign of like something is coming soon, change wise to the Jets, is that we had a Lowry Taves Perfetti line out there.
Yeah.
Which, like, I'm pretty sure they're acting as our second line. So, I mean, I don't even know what that's about.
Saying like, all right,
A
this game is
blender,
done. Let's let the kids out to play. Like, fuck,
blender.
anyone can go.
And then Velarde moves to the second line. Connor had a shift with, I think, Nemestikov and Perfetti as well. And then Arniel came back to the senses, put him back on the first line. They scored a beautiful goal at the end of the game. But it's like it's maybe because it's my team and I watch them so close, but like I don't know if I've ever seen a team like this be this desperate for secondary scoring, which is
Yeah.
so crazy because last year we were as deep as humanly possible, 1 to 4 lines, and we were getting scoring from everybody. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, yes, we changed. Ehlers is gone, Appleton's gone. We bring in Kepke, Pearson, but it's like we almost can't, like, we couldn't pay someone to let us score on them. It's just
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
very interesting scene.
yeah, I guess that's what happens when you let a guy like Appleton go, leading a point getter in the playoffs for us. Like, terrible joke. That was it. It was good that we gave up on him. Yeah, I think we're really missing Ehlers. What I was gonna say is that, do you think like we should have held our closed door meeting for this game? Like, do you think this was worse than the Buffalo outing, or was it just like a real no breaks?
No,
I don't think so. I think the Oilers just came with fire in their veins,
Came to
and
fucking play. Yeah.
like they just got a couple early, and then they just didn't look back. Like
well,
from what
I
it sounds like, Buffalo kind of dominated them all game, but like it was a bad first period for the Jets. I thought it got a bit better throughout the game. Also, McDavid, Draisaitl, their top guys weren't playing. Like their two leading time on ice players. Can you guys guess the Oilers' two leading time on ice players in that game?
they forward or D
D.
In that game?
Yeah.
Ekholm.
Yeah, I don't.
No. I know exactly who it is. I know one of them. It's that Regula.
Yeah, Alex Regula and Darnell Nurse. They were the only two players with over 20 minutes of time.
I was gonna ask you about that because I've never noticed that guy before. But then they did a little segment on him, and he's been apparently playing well for you guys the last few games. But I don't know where he came
He's been
from.
better. He came over. Sam Bowman drafted him in Chicago. He came over from Chicago this year.
Oh, okay.
He's a big defenseman. Like, I think he's like 6'6" or 6'7".
Damn. He reminds me of like Slater Cuckoo when he played for you guys. But to go back to answer your question, I think there's a big difference losing 6-2 to the Oilers to 5-1 to Buffalo. And a lot of it is just like Buffalo is a bottom of the barrel team. Edmonton is a top team. So yes, we lost by the same amount of goals, but like it was a terrible, terrible showing from the Jets. But losing to Edmonton like that comes nowhere near losing to Buffalo like that.
Yeah. Well, I guess if we want to make an excuse for ourselves again, I mean, we play the night before and then we're on a plane to Edmonton to play a late 9 p.m. game in a barn that's really difficult against a team that's really difficult. So, I mean, I guess kind of a shitty schedule again. Not that we should have got this shit kicked out of us like we did. But breaks, what did you think of the game?
The first goal was just rebound. Like, McDavid had a good shot. Rebound to, was it Hyman or Nuge?
I think it was Nuge. Or
I could be wrong. I think it could be wrong. I thought it was Hyman, but
hold on, I'll watch it over.
It was Nuge.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Nuge. So, like, that's like a kind of whatever play. Like, you can't really blame that on anyone. The Draisaitl breakaway, yeah, the D were kind of spread out, and it kind of gave him a lane.
Yeah,
Pass.
Pionk was just, I feel like, out of position there. Like, it was kind of weird.
Both D were out wide. And,
yeah.
like, if one D's out wide, you got to have that second D in the middle.
Yeah.
I guess,
the
like,
Bouchard goal was... Sorry, go ahead.
I guess watching that goal over right now, like, kind of a bad play from Sandberg. He tried to put one on net, and then your defenseman just blocked it like it was a pass, and then passed it up to Draisaitl. And Pionk was, like, both the defensemen were just caught. Yeah. And Scheifele almost scored. Scheifele almost scored, like, not too long before that, actually. Or maybe not almost scored, but he had a good opportunity. So, anyways, just to put that into context.
I think the Bouchard goal was just like unlucky. Comrie kind of slipped when he like went out to challenge. Like he was moving over and then kind of came out and just kind of slipped. Left Bouchard wide open net. And he's gonna put it on net. So like
there was
their goals.
I think Comrie won a goalie interference on that. Like I think it was kind of a...
no one was in the crease. And there was a little bit of contact, but no one was in the crease. He was sliding out and then he kind of slipped and slid into Hyman.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was a lucky goal from the Oilers with Comrie slipping. But Lazar was just point blank in the slot on Milic because Milic started the second.
Yeah.
2 minutes in, so he wasn't warm. Like that's hard on a goalie. And then the third period was kind of just a throwaway.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess on that fourth goal too, like, just to bring it back to your point, Graham, if Hellebuck's in net, we probably get saved on, like, a couple of goals like that, because that's, like, a shot from, like, almost the boards on that fourth goal, and it's a rebound right in front, and then, I don't know, maybe the Devo one, I don't know how you don't, like, let a rebound like that out, but maybe Hellebuck, like, gets a stick on it and leads it to the corner or something like that. I don't know, I feel like Hellebuck typically plays pretty well against the Oilers, so I think that's one game in particular where we were really missing him and needed our superstar goaltender to defend against a guy like McDavid and Draisaitl, but to make up excuses. Yeah. Seems like we had a good third period, though, when it really mattered most.